Okay, so you've probably heard of Erasmus Plus, right? And maybe you're thinking, oh, that's just for college kids doing a semester abroad. Well, stick around because we're about to show you that it is so much more than that. We're talking about one of the biggest opportunities in all of Europe, a program designed to build skills, connect people, and really just open up the continent. So, where do we even begin with something this huge? How about with a number? A really, really big number. 26.2 billion euros. That's not a typo. That is the massive budget fueling this whole thing. So what on earth is all that money for? And, the big question is, what could it mean for you? Let's dive in and find out. All right, so first things first. What is Erasmus Plus really? I mean, beyond that giant pile of cash. And like it says right here, you've got to get that old idea out of your head. This is way more than just a simple student exchange. At its core, Erasmus Plus is the European Union's flagship program for a lot of things. We're talking education, training, youth programs, and even sports. The whole idea is to give millions, literally millions, of people the chance to go abroad to study, to train for a job, or even to volunteer. So yeah, it's not just about hitting the books in another country. It covers a huge range of experiences. And let's go back to that 26.2 billion euro number for a second. To put that into perspective, this budget, which covers the years 2021 to 2027, is nearly double what they had before. Think about that. That's not just a little bump. It's a massive statement from the EU that they are serious, like really serious, about investing in people and their futures. Okay, so we know what it is, and we know it's got a ton of funding. But why? Why spend all this money? What's the end game here? Well, it's all about these big, ambitious goals for the future of Europe, about making it stronger and way more connected. So here are the four main priorities for the program right now. First up is social inclusion. This is huge. It's all about making sure these opportunities are for everyone, no matter your background. Then there's the green transition, so thinking about sustainability and funding projects that are good for the planet. Next, the digital transition. I mean, this is just crucial, right? Making sure people have the skills they need for our digital world. And last but not least, youth participation, getting young people involved and active in civic life. Okay, this is probably the question on a lot of your minds. So, can I do this? Who actually gets to participate? And again, if you're thinking it's some exclusive club, nope. You're about to see just how many different people and groups can get involved. So basically, there are two main routes in. On one side, you've got individuals. And look at this list. We're talking higher ed students, sure, but also vocational students, high school pupils, adult learners, teachers, staff, pretty much anyone connected to learning. And then on the other side, you have the organizations themselves. Schools, universities, youth groups, sports clubs, even public or private companies can get funding to create these amazing projects. And what can you actually do? Well, you've got the classic study abroad, of course, but you could also do a traineeship or an internship. Or maybe a youth exchange is more your style. You could even go abroad to teach or as a staff member, do some job shadowing to learn new skills. And hey, there's even volunteering. It's this whole universe of opportunities that goes way, way beyond a lecture hall. All right, so maybe your interest is piqued. You're thinking, okay, this sounds cool, I'm eligible, but how does it actually work? The whole application thing can sound pretty daunting, I get it, but let's demystify it. Here's your path to getting started. For you as an individual, the process is actually pretty straightforward. Step 1, you just start exploring what's out there. See what sparks your interest. Now, step 2 is the most important part. You have to connect with your institution. That could be your university, your school, your training center, whatever. Think of them as your guide, your main point of contact for all of this. And here's the best part, the thing that should be a huge relief. You don't have to deal with the crazy, complex funding applications. Your school or your organization, they do the heavy lifting. They apply for the big grants to run these projects. Then they select people like you to participate. So they handle the paperwork, and you get to focus on the adventure. Pretty great, right? So we've gone through the what, the why, the who, and the how. The only question left is, well, it's about you. With everything we've just talked about, where could a program like this take you? What would your adventure be? And you don't have to just imagine it. A perfect place to start is the Erasmus Plus Project's platform. Seriously, go check it out. It's this incredible database where you can see thousands of projects that have already happened.
You can read success stories, get inspired, and see what's really possible. It's the best way to turn that what if into a real plan.
So let's wrap it up with this thought. This program has already changed the lives of millions of people. It's created these incredible stories of growth, discovery, and friendship all across Europe. And now, with more funding than ever and a real focus on being open to everyone, that door is wider than it's ever been. So, really, the only thing left to ask is, what will your story be?